What's up, guys? It's the Cheapster here from Moab. We are in Moab now. We traveled here. On the way we saw this cool like truck stop gas station. Here's some clips of it. All right, so first stop in Moab is Jackass Joe's UFO Jerky. Jackass Joe's Gateway to the Arches. I think it's just called Jackass Joe's. It's like a gas station and convenience store because there's like nothing out here. Lightning, what happened to you? I think you've been getting too much nitrous oxide. They drew us in with a free coffee,
it's free coffee and free
souvenir, which is a sticker, which is pretty cool because we'll put that on our camping box that we put our stickers on.
The coffee smells gross and it looks just like very dirty water.
Yeah.
That's after adding 2 creamers.
It smells like, some
it smells
diner gas station coffee. But they did draw us in to buy. They had tons of Rice Krispie treats. Not even like a Rice Krispie treat, it's like a cake. This one's called Cocoa Confection. It looks so good though. It's like really spongy.
It's like got a cake in the middle.
They did get us though, because it was like $6 for this, which is so expensive. Normally I would be like, oh, no way am I gonna buy something like that. But you know what? These are the times where I like to not be as cheap because it's a cool business. It was a cool experience to be able to go in there in the middle of nowhere and have something. So support the business. I'll be a little not cheap on that. Plus, it's an experience to get this Rice Krispie treat or whatever this is from here. And it does look really good. So they also had free jerky samples and free candy samples. So it's pretty cool. That stuff was good. The candy and the jerky was good. Coffee, maybe not so much. We also had some amazing views coming in. I feel like I'm always blown away. Like I just don't know what to expect when we get to these places. And there was like some snow-capped mountains which we can like see right out the window. And I thought this was just going to be desert and that's it. So I'm kind of surprised. It's just already been amazing just driving in. We're realizing Moab is a place we could stay for like a week.
Yeah.
We're here for 2 nights, but we're gonna make the most out of it.
Also, this KOA is super nice with a like resort style pool.
Yeah, this
definitely gonna relax and spend some time there too.
Yeah, this KOA is probably one of the nicest. It is the nicest KOA we've ever stayed at. The cabin
is rustic.
It's great. It's just like the old cabins.
Yeah.
Some of the cabins we've stayed at have had like minor upgrades. I'm talking about like a little bit of a shelf like there or something, but like tiny little details that kind of do make a lot for a small space, but it's still great. These are great little camper cabins and the price is really good for these. We did have a little bit of an issue checking in where this cabin was dirty. There was dog hair and like dog food and stuff and dead bugs all over it. But we told them they were gonna switch us to another cabin, but this one has like way more space and a better view. So we were like, we'll just wait for it to be cleaned. And they cleaned it in like 10-15 minutes and we were back in. It's clean now and it's great. And don't let that put you off from the Moab KOA because the KOA is amazing. There's just so much stuff around. They've got lots of like game areas with little like gas fire pit things, hillbilly golf and cornhole, and a whole game cabinet and stuff. They've got like a pavilion area where you can sit and hang out and stuff. The pool is huge and amazing. It's like literally like a resort pool with a hot tub, and they've even got this Airstream that they're using for a concession stand with like drinks that you can buy and food and all that kind of stuff. So really awesome. This is definitely like one of the most awesome KOAs. And one of the best parts is they don't actually call this a resort KOA. They call it a holiday KOA. Resort KOAs charge like $10 more for a resort fee usually. So we're not getting charged an extra fee. And I'm like, man, this is the most resort KOA we've even stayed at. So that's awesome. But yeah, here is the KOA. We got it all set up. It's always so quick to get these set up when you're used to them. So it's really nice. You just feel like you're back at home. And it's like usually the same kind of style because we stay at the camper cabin. So it feels like we're just in the same place kind of, but in a new place. So it's a cool feeling.
It's kind of like a cruise. Except not us.
Yeah, it's like a cruise, except I'm the one driving everywhere, and you just get to ride. So that's why it's like a cruise for you.
It's like it's just nice. Like you walk in and it's the same. Like our stuff is always in the same spot.
Yeah.
Like
we have our places. Like that's where my bag goes. That's where your bag goes. Yeah. So this one doesn't have a TV and mini fridge and microwave. That's our TV that we brought. That's normal for a camping cabin, unless you get like an upgraded one. You usually can ask for an upgraded one, but that's an extra charge and it's cheaper to just bring our own TV and have a cooler. But this is our view outside. One of our views. And then that's just one view. So inside, here's our other windows view. So it is amazing just being able to look outside and see that view. So that is our KOA camper cabin here at Moab. We're really excited. I think this is probably like one of the places we've been the most excited for on this road trip that we've been on, because this KOA just looks so fun. The pool, the hot tub, all that. The hot tub is going to be amazing. Coming back from hiking and stuff, being able to get in the hot tub is going to be so nice. And the pool is going to be so nice because it is desert here. It is 87 on our way here, and it is a desert 87. Like when that sun touches you, it is like boils you. We're from South Carolina, and we always hear oh, it's not the heat that'll get you, it's the humidity. And I'm out here in the desert, I can tell you, it's a dry heat, and it's a scorching dry heat. It feels like a convection oven, so I don't know what people are talking about. But yeah, I think right now we're probably gonna go to the pool and swim for a little bit, and then I think we're gonna go to the Arches. While we're here in Moab, the two things we wanna do is we're gonna do the Arches National Park, and then we wanna do Canyonlands. Those are both right here within reach of Moab. Both, I think, pretty amazing. So it's going to be a lot to do even in just 2 days.
The plan is to drive around the Arches because you have to have a timed visit permit to get in up until 4. So we're going to go later when you don't need that.
Yeah,
and then we'll get one for the day that we actually hike and things.
Which later doesn't sound too bad right now when it's this hot out. So let's let the temperature go down. So. What's up, guys? It is day 2 in Moab. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day today. You can see it's definitely warm, some blue skies. Don't look like we're gonna get any rain. One of the benefits of being in the desert, not much rain. But yeah, yesterday we hung out at the pool and we talked about going to the Arches, but we had way too much fun at the pool. We were definitely
that's great.
Just having a blast. It's an amazing pool. I mean, you're like right there. The big view of the mountains and everything is just right there. They have a hot tub, they have a pool, they have like a little like circular extra waterfall pool thing. It's like amazing.
An infinity kind of pool going into the other pool.
Yeah, it's crazy for just like a cheap KOA to have a resort pool like that. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, they had this snack bar and they had like drinks and stuff. You could buy beer and seltzers and stuff. So it was amazing to have that right there. Yeah, definitely a fun night. Definitely what we needed, because I know this video is just Moab, but we've been traveling for what, a week and a half now. So having a relaxing day like that was amazing. But today, that means we gotta do a lot today, because this is day 2. We only have tomorrow to do a little more. So we've got the Arches and we've got Canyonlands to do. So today we're planning to do Canyonlands, which we think is a lot to do there, probably a full day. We'll see how it kind of goes today with that.
Probably and knowing us and our late night hikes.
Yeah, we definitely want some time to go back to the pool tonight to hang out. Yeah, we just had some breakfast, some instant oatmeal with our kettle that we bring to these camper cabins, because then we can make stuff with hot water, which is really nice. Now we're gonna head out and go to the Canyonlands. Before we head out though, we got to make a very important stop, the Dollar Tree, to get some sunscreen and some stuff. Gotta love it when a city you go to has a Dollar Tree in it, because it just makes everything so much cheaper. All right, we made it. Take a look at my rear view. That's a mountain. That's just my rear view mirror. That's crazy. All right, so the Canyonlands are huge, so there's a lot to do, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can while still having time to be able to get back to have some dinner downtown tonight. There's so much cool stuff in the downtown, so we definitely want to be able to get back there, and then to have enough time to get back to go to the pool and the hot tub, which we definitely should have enough time because it's open till 10, which is really nice. This is our plan for here in the Canyonlands National Park. So we were just there at the visitor center. Right now we are sitting at the Schaefer Canyon Overlook, which I will show you some videos of in a second. We're gonna drive down here, go to the Green River Overlook. We actually met some people in the Colorado National Monument in the last video at Grand Junction that said that that's like one of the best things to go to in this whole area, which is great because I might have just skipped that because it looks like it's just a whatever little split off. And then from there, we'll go down, see all this stuff, go to the Grand View Point Overlook, do this little hike right here, which looks like that'd probably be a pretty amazing hike. I bet that has some pretty awesome views. Go back up, go back all the way to the top, hit this area, see Whale Rock, and then head back down and go to the Mesa Arch hike. And then that'll be it for the Canyonlands National Park for probably what we'll be able to do. This is the island in the sky part of it. It's massive, so we're just trying to do what we can while we're here. We're realizing Moab is definitely a second trip kind of place to come to. We don't have enough days to do as much as here, what is here, but we're gonna do as much as we can. Yeah, that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. Things always go according to plan, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay, guys, so I just got bit by a snake. I'm going to the hospital right now. There's the ambulance. Okay, it's not an ambulance. Here at the Grand View Point Overlook. Let's show you on the map. We're not going to show you anything that's actually here. It's all going to be map footage from here out.
We found a parking spot, which was crazy.
Yeah,
it's really busy.
We jumped into like one of the best parking spots somehow. I don't know how that happened, which is good because we didn't want to walk. So, but now we're going to do this trail. So we're going to get out, and this trail looks like it's going to be amazing. The views are crazy. So
hopefully we'll find a spot for a picnic. We're hungry.
Pretty crazy.
That's a big drop off.
It's like one of those things where you can't see it in the camera, but ooh, there's a cliff's edge there. I go show you guys, but I can't get that close.
How's it feel? Terrible. Living life on the edge.
All right, we did it. That was a crazy one. Did you know what we were getting into?
No.
No, it was like side of the cliff most of the time. I'm sure you guys just saw it.
Very much drop off.
Yeah, it was fun though. Like that was a really fun trail, but that's probably the highest like cliff area I've ever been in my life. I guess we went to Pikes Peak, but that didn't feel like that was a straight canyon drop off, so that didn't feel as scary. Yeah, we're gonna go up and see the rest and do the Mesa Arc, and then I think we've done it. We've done Canyonlands at that point.
Well, we've
all
done
of it. We've seen it all. There is nothing else to do here. We did it all. All right, goodbye. All right, so we decided to do one more hike. We're gonna do this Syncline Loop Trail. It says it's only 6 to 8 hours. Shouldn't be too bad. The sun is about to set, but I think we can get done pretty quickly.
I was not about to set.
Just kidding, we're not doing that trail. We're doing this one, just a half mile, not this. We made it to the second view, kinda. That's it up there, but we got close. We'll call that. We got the other hike to do, so we don't want to run out of time. How you feeling?
Good. I really liked this hike. It's cool.
You could see the picture back there, and I was kind of like, we can see it. What's it matter? But it's pretty amazing in person. Of course, you can't really tell because you're only seeing a picture. Guess you'll just have to come out here, do it yourself, so you can see it. Mesa Arch completed. We had 3 hikes today. It was fun.
This one, very doable, very simple.
Yeah, really nice one. Huge drop off to your death. All right, got our trails done. Minimal sunburn. Not as sure about you. And now we're gonna head to downtown. A little sweaty and stinky, but you know what? It's Moab, so everyone's probably a little sweaty and stinky from hiking. We're gonna head downtown, try to find some good food. We're hungry from all this hiking, so excited to find something. We'll see what's downtown. Moab downtown looks pretty cool. So we're gonna go down there and then hopefully save some time to be able to get back to the K-Way and do a little swimming tonight. Just leaves tomorrow when we go to the Arches. But right now we're gonna eat some Tillamook Chop House bites that we got from the dollar store. These look delicious right now. It's a little snack before we get to dinner. Looks a little bit like dog treats.
It's actually very tasty. I trust it because it's Tillamook.
Yeah, Tillamook making meat is a little strange, but it's good. I'd say it's good, but I'm also starving right now, so. Good morning from Utah. Woke up today feeling pretty tired from those hikes yesterday. But yesterday we went out to dinner. We had that Zach's, which you guys saw. It was delicious. That's probably one of the best places, I think, downtown Moab to eat at because it has amazing views. I mean, sitting there is awesome. It's like definitely worth the experience to go eat there. Prices were a little bit on the high end there, but it wasn't too bad. We got a large pizza for $22 and it was delicious. Got some local craft beer. Again, not the cheapest of eat outs. There's definitely cheaper things you can do, but when you're in a place like this, I'm not always going to be the cheapest. But I do feel like it was definitely an affordable place, especially for that view. The experience you get down there is pretty awesome. But after that, we just came back and swam in the pool and swam in the hot tub until 10 o'clock here, which is awesome. It's open that late. Really nice after a day of hiking to be able to go to the hot tub. Even the pool was pretty warm, like late. That's the nice thing about being out here in the hot desert sun. Heats up the pool. Yeah, waking up today, Elizabeth opened up the door and this is my view from the bed. It's pretty amazing. It doesn't even look real. It looks like that's just a picture of looking out the door. But we were about to pack up here at our camper cabin and go over to the Arches. That'll be the last thing we do here in Moab, which is the biggest thing probably to do here. I guess Canyonlands is probably the biggest in land, but I think the Arches is probably like the most famous, right?
I think it's what people come here for, yeah.
We're excited to do that today, and that will finish up Moab. I look very tired right now. We have a little bit of an issue because somebody got fried yesterday in the desert. You actually didn't get super burnt, but it looks like you got sun poisoning, so gonna have to be wearing long sleeves. And I guess your arms didn't really get burnt, but your shoulders.
My shoulders.
Yeah. So definitely something to look out for here when you're out in the desert, especially at high elevation. The UV rays are extremely strong. So yeah, it's like your sunburn's not so bad, but you definitely got like sun poisoning from it, which is So yeah, it doesn't even look that bad on camera. But
there was a breeze on that first hike that we did. It was on the ridge, and there was like a breeze, and it didn't feel that bad. So
yeah,
it's just something to watch out for.
Yeah, definitely look out for that if you come here. Put on lots of sunscreen. Even I didn't get burnt very bad, but I'm like peeling, which I think is just really strong sun. It really screws up your skin. I don't know if you know this, but the sun can burn you. Right? We're just learning this. All right, we had a little swim in the pool. We're gonna have some bagels, and then we're headed off to Arches. It is hot today. The temperature says 88 degrees. There's not much cloud coverage. There is clouds, but they're not covering the sun, so it is a scorcher today. So you got to be careful.
Yeah.
And I got to be careful that I don't get burnt. Look at those Kroger bagels. Thank you. King Supers and City Market. Both Kroger, if you didn't know.
We're coming for you.
I'm shocked. I just met a fan. It's actually one of my biggest fans. I never would have expected. Here he is. He's a real big fan of me. Oh, that's YouTube approved there. Doing the Windows hike. I don't know what windows we're gonna see. 98, Vista, XP, probably Windows 11. Driving to a giant anthill. It's like we are in A Bug's Life. All right, the dust started kicking up. Feeling good. It got like so windy when we were just in that last one, and now my eyes are so bloodshot and red. There's so much sand in them. It was like the worst timing going in there. It was like the best place too. Like I thought that was the most fun, but it was filled with sand, and the wind just went nuts when we were in there. It was like getting sand blasted. So yeah, I might look like this kind of the rest of the video. All right, so it is a little bit windy. Hopefully you can hear, but we're gonna rate Moab and what we thought of the trip. Okay, future editor Cheapster here. Yeah, we had some issues. The sound was really bad. The wind was blowing the entire time, and you pretty much couldn't understand anything. It was a really good view, but I'm gonna have to do a voiceover for it. So I think the best thing I could do here is I'm just gonna try to voice over what we said and throw my audio underneath. You'll probably notice. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Hopefully it works out. So for the stay cost, we ended up spending $184 for 2 nights. So that was $92 a night for a KOA, which honestly felt like a steal because I felt like we were getting just such a good place for that price. That pool was
It's amazing.
Yeah, the hot tubs, the views, everything was just so great about that place. And then the food costs at Moab, I would say for the most part, it was what you'd expect for food in a tourist area. It was definitely expensive in the downtown area. There were some options that weren't too bad, but they weren't like really sit down restaurants. Stuff was still kind of expensive. They did have a city market, which is a Kroger, so can be super cheap. You can pack stuff and come. You could keep it cheap if you wanted to, but overall it's definitely a more expensive city.
There was also a Dollar Tree.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree is great to be able to have that in the city market. Both of those just easy places to be able to buy stuff for cheap. And then for activity costs, we really didn't do much except for coming into the park, which we have the annual pass, and being in the military, that's free, so we didn't have to pay to go to these, which was super nice. But I'm sure activity costs could go any way you want here.
There's a ton of places here. You could rent ATVs and kayaks and
You
bikes.
could go skydiving. It's a place you could spend a ton of money if you wanted to spend a ton of money. But you could also be pretty cheap, drive around, hike and stuff. So
there also were a lot of hikes outside of the parks too, if you didn't want to have to pay to get into the parks.
There's just a ton of stuff to do here with hiking and views, everything. But even just from the KOA, the views were insane. But okay, moving on to the ratings. So what we would rate the stay out of 10 is a 10. A 10 out of 10. That's our first 10 out of 10. I have nothing bad to say about it. I mean, it was $92 a night. It was a resort pool, amazing views. The cabin was really nice. Our cabin specifically was really nice. Some of them weren't as nice as ours because they had less space, but ours was awesome. After they got it cleaned out, and it wasn't fully cleaned at first, but it was awesome.
And everyone, all the staff were super nice and super friendly.
Yeah, definitely a place where they put a lot of care into it. Okay, we moved to a new view. For the affordability of Moab, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because I think it definitely has some stuff I think could be pretty cheap if you want to be cheap. You can definitely afford a lot of stuff, but there's a lot you can do that's expensive. And the downtown was pretty hard to not spend much. It seemed like everything to go out to eat and stuff was pretty expensive.
There's tons of options for making it a very affordable place to come and see and hike.
So 8 out of 10 is a pretty good score. And then for experience, we gave it a 10 out of 10. We've given everything a 10 out of 10 with experience, but
how could you not?
Look at where we are. How could you not give it a 10 out of 10? The total, the Cheapster value score is a 28 out of 30 for Moab. So definitely the highest we've had so far doing this and almost a perfect score. So pretty amazing. So we give it a 28 out of 30. Moab, definitely one of our favorite places we've come. It's one of those places that we say we definitely will have to come back to. There's so much more you could do here. Even with the arches, we got to the end of it and we were like, we could have spent all day like hiking the farthest part of it, and we got to it like right when we need to leave pretty soon, so we couldn't do too much.
Yeah, and Canyonlands, we only went to one region of it. I think there's like 4 or 5.
There's a ton to do here in Moab, not to mention renting some ATVs would be super fun. But yeah, definitely an awesome place. So come check out Moab if you're in Utah or want to come out to Utah when you live 2,000 miles away in South Carolina.
Yeah, I highly recommend. You can do it very affordably.
But yeah, hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to do the cheapest thing you can today. Tap that like button. Also subscribe to the channel for more of this. And we will see you in the next video, which we're about to start recording again because we're going to Provo, Utah. That's going to be the next video that we'll do traveling. And we'll see you guys in that one. So thank you guys for watching. And remember,
stay cheap.